What's up? This is Ed1 Zulu Bell via Twitter, man. Thank you very much for coming through, man. This is what we call cooling in the city. And of course, you're tuned into Rise Unlimited Media. So we're going to see what's going down right here in the building, right? We're at the rooftop. And today, we're going to be talking to the one and only P-Kuttah himself, telling us everything about everything. I'm talking music, I'm talking life, I'm talking alles, bruh. But anyway, if you want to find out what's going down, hey, follow me. Let's see what's going on. I've got a Miller. Come, let's go. Maybe you had to do that. This guy had to do that. This is what's happening right now, and this is the vibe. So, if you're not here, you're missing out for real though. You know what I mean? So let's go talk to the people and ask them what's going on in cooling in the city. Come with me. How you guys feeling today?
Nah, we chilled, man. We're still getting into it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a bit skeptical about the rain though.
So you're trying to leave now?
We don't, nah. We're gonna chill. That's why we chose this spot, really.
So how long have you guys been coming here? Sorry about that.
The first time I came here was 3 years ago. When did I go to Cape Town? Yeah, it's like 3 years ago. We're actually talking about it. It's been more than 3 years coming here, you know. Obviously not every month, but like we've been coming here like for 3 years now.
So I'm gonna say you guys are regulars here, nah?
Yeah.
I don't see you having fun, guys. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's Rise Unlimited Media right here, and of course we are in Calling in the City, 77 Commissioner Street, rather. And of course we're out here with Mr. P-Kuttah himself. He's going to tell us all about everything, if you know what I mean, right? Welcome to it, man. My name is Zulu Bell, and thank you very much for choosing and tuning into the Rise Unlimited episode. And of course, you can find us via YouTube. Of course, that is on Rise Unlimited Media. And yeah, that's what it is, you know? How you doing, brother?
I'm all good, and you, man? How's things?
I'm good, man. Sure. How has it been? It's been a while.
Yeah, last time we saw each other was like last year or something.
Last year,
yeah,
I think
you know,
so.
you guys came through here. But it's been good, man. You know, blessed. You know, the workload has been obviously, well, not obviously, but I mean, it's been getting better over, you know, the past couple of months. And I think like we're just in a space right now where we're just trying to come up with like new and exciting like events, you know what I mean, things that are different, which is why we started a sub company now, which is called Alchemy, and that basically focuses around like a more alternative sound, also very producer based. Yeah, you know, because like it's a market that nobody's really touching right now, you know, and we started it last year with the Alchemy Music Festivals. We brought down Tom Misch from the UK.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Mick Jenkins from Chicago, and we also brought down this group of DJs from LA, Low End Theory, who are like kind of responsible for like ushering the sound of the electro, you know, lo-fi type of beats, like what you hear in the background right now. I mean, they're the guys that actually gave like Kate Renata and all these like beat guys that you know right now. They gave them the space and the opportunity to actually let their music flourish. So, you know, it basically started with that, and that was actually a really big success. So, you know, it's a new year. We got some new ideas as well. You know, stay tuned, cool out. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting year. 2018 is gonna be exciting year.
Yeah, talking about new events and new ideas, what are you planning for this year actually?
For this year?
Yeah.
For 2018?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Alchemy Music Festival, of course, will come back. We're not set on a date as yet, but it will probably be like second quarter of the year. So, like, just keep your eyes out for that. And then obviously Cooling in the City, you know, it's our monthly gig, so we're still keeping that going. We want to do a few different things this year as well. but I don't want to spread too much light on that. You guys will see as we
Yeah,
roll it
yeah,
out.
true.
And I mean, besides that, man, like we also just trying to expand. You know, like we're looking at doing some stuff in Cape Town this year. We did Anderson Park last year in Cape Town in December, and that was really dope. And like people just want more. You know, they want to know like when are we doing another show. So we got some things for Cape Town. Hopefully, maybe even have Durban in the works. We'll see how that goes. Maybe do a cooling in the city outside of South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
That would be dope though.
you know, bots, cooling in the city bots. We've had offers, man. Like people like what we're doing. Some of them have came here and they've seen it. You know, funny enough, some places also kind of have the same idea. Obviously, they do it a bit differently, but there's a lot of people that have reached out to us around Africa, even in Kenya, and like they're interested in us coming there and doing like a cooling in the city. So one thing we want to try focus on a lot this year is actually expanding and keeping like quality events. You know.
Yeah. Let's talk about you. Why music?
Music, music's been in my family for years, man. My father was a jazz pianist, but he played literally everything. And then I've got two half brothers, and both of them are well-recognized drummers in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, Sean and Beyond Peterson. And yeah, man, music's just always been there. If it wasn't music, I probably would have been a chef. You know, for real, man.
So you as a cook?
Yeah, I was studying hotel and catering. Like I was serious
Nice.
about it, because I like, you know, like it's the same thing. Like making food and music is almost the same thing. It's passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with food, man. Like, you know, you experiment in music. You can come up with your own, you know, your own menus, your own recipes. Just like music, you come up with your own compositions and stuff. So it's almost the same feel, man. And I don't know. I don't even know why I took an interest in food, like culinary arts and shit. Like it was weird. I actually think, you know what? To be honest, I think it was because when I was in high school, I just sucked at maths, man. And and the syllabus that we had, if you took hotel and catering, you didn't have to do maths.
Yeah.
You know, but they didn't warn you.
Okay,
They
yes.
didn't warn you because they gave you accounting and replaced maths, and accounting sucks ass. So yeah, but like I think that was the reason probably why I was like, yeah, I don't want to do maths. I suck at this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do this because there's no maths. But yeah, they had accounting. But I think so when I started it, it was cool, and then eventually I really started getting into it, and I was looking at it as a career, but just the thing is, I grew up in music, man. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a surprise to me when I decided that, yo, fuck it, I don't want to do, you know, I don't want to do
Anything
the
else.
culinary. I just want to do music, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do food. And yeah, I went back to music and just still had a 9 to 5 though while I was doing it. But eventually I just decided, you know what, you know, my father was a full-time musician.
Yes.
And I was just like, you know, like I'm pretty sure I can do this, man. I don't need to have a 9 to 5. And to be honest, like my DJing career and the work was starting to conflict. And my boss even called me in and she was like, yo man, listen, we appreciate, you know, we support and appreciate what you're doing, but
Yeah.
it's like you need to choose. Do you want to work here or do you want to do the music?
Do you wanna
be a
do the
DJ?
music,
It's
yeah.
like, yeah, I want to be a DJ. So.
So now you revolve that you know you do cook. You are a cook. Do you
Yeah,
cook
yeah,
for the
yeah.
boo boo?
Nah, man. I'm on my own, so I cook for my own. You know,
So
I
you
cook
cook
for
for
me.
all you-
Yeah,
there's no
I
boo-boo.
cook. I cook for myself. You know what I mean? But I got roommates, so
Yeah.
not that I'm the house cook, but
Yeah.
everyone looks to me when they're hungry. They're like, yo, what's for dinner? It's like, yo,
So
Nando's,
that nigga.
Nando's, nigga. It's some
Ah.
KFC or something. But yeah, I cook, man. I definitely indulge in cooking a lot.
Okay, so what really pisses P-Kuttah off? Like when somebody says something, like do you really get pissed off, and how do you handle this? How do you deal
I
with
think
it?
the one thing that pisses me off is when people talk about shit that they don't know nothing about. That's like that's the thing that irritates
Let me
the
guess, like
most.
DJing, right?
No, not even DJing, just everything,
Alright.
man. Like, if I can clearly see that, like, you have no idea what you're talking about, man. You're just talking trash, you know. Then it's like I'll get irritated, and I'll get more irritated if you believe what you're saying is facts, you know. Whereas it's like if I know that, like, nah, that's that's BS. Like,
Yeah.
that isn't even true. Like, that's not even close to the truth. You know what I mean? And you like persistent and like, no, it is. Then yeah, that's the type of stuff that pisses me off.
Okay.
But nothing that, like, I mean, you know, life is just like it's you're always gonna get bullshit in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think the best way to deal with it is just don't take everything to heart. You know, if someone does you wrong, turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really, the onus is not on you to like be angry with them. You know,
Yeah.
you can forgive them. You don't have to tell them that you forgive them, but
Yeah.
you can forgive them and just be like, you know what, I'm moving on from that. You know, there's no like life is too short to be pissed off all the time.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
it's just like, why? You know, so I don't really let a lot phase me, man. Like I stay positive about a lot. That's why I'm always such a cheery cat. And yeah, man, like I just like I turn the other cheek and I'm just like, you know what? The day will come where you or yourself will be like, you know what, dude? Actually, man, my bad. You know, I was being an asshole and I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
You were right. You know, and like I appreciate people that can admit they're wrong. You know what I
course.
mean? Like if
Of
you
course,
can
yeah.
admit that, yo, man, I was wrong. I'm like, yo, cool. We can still kick it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're just gonna be an asshole and persistent about it, then
I mean,
yeah,
I don't
that's on
like
you.
it too. So.
You know, that's on you.
So tell me a little bit about your career. I mean, you've been a DJ for quite some time now.
Yeah.
And if you can just tell me, define DJing to me, like especially when it comes to hip hop. To you, actually.
To me,
Yeah.
yo, DJing, yeah, I could put it in so many ways, like from creativity to like being original to
Yeah.
just yeah, creativity and originality. I think are like two of the most important traits in DJing, especially hip hop DJing, because with hip hop DJing, you know, it's an art form, and a lot of, especially like this generation, don't really understand it. I mean, there are some that do, and there are some that practice the art, but a lot don't, you know, because it's become like a way for cats to make money and to become famous, you know. Like back in the day, everybody wanted to be a rapper. Now everyone wants to be a DJ.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like that's how the culture has evolved. That's what it's evolved to. So it's yeah, like for me DJing personally is about the creativity, because as a hip hop DJ, it's one thing that you really need a lot of. You know, it's because like I say, it's an art form, man. Like back in the day when you were a hip hop DJ, like, you know, people would like picture hip hop DJ like turntables, scratching, you know, doing like all that type of stuff. You know, like actually back in the day, a lot of people, when you say I'm a hip hop DJ, they would be like, Ready D. You know what I mean? Ready D, like, because he was the reference. But yeah, like basically that's what it should be like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Now when you picture DJing, you picture a dude with a laptop or a controller. You know, that's what it's become. And because I think it's because of technology is why like the art form is like taking a bit of a backseat. You know, now it's like it's about the star DJ. It's not about the skillful DJ anymore, which is cool. You know, because I mean for years, especially with hip hop DJs, you know, hip hop DJs were making money, but we weren't making like the money that cats are making right now.
Exactly.
You know, being nominated for summer awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just changed. It's become more about the business now. I don't really see anything wrong with that. I just wish that there were cats with that same business, you know, that same business mind, but was skillful as well. You know what I mean? And to be honest, man, I mean, there is really no excuse for why most hip hop DJs today don't really want to practice the art form, you know? Because if you take it seriously, if you like, yo, I'm a hip hop DJ and I take this thing seriously, okay, cool. Do what you got to do, but at the same time, it's a craft, you know, and you should be perfecting it.
And you
'Cause
should
if
be passionate about it.
if you want to call yourself the best, how can you be the best when the only thing you have going for you within DJing itself is the fact that you can mix, and then the fact that you got a name, you got a name and you're releasing songs.
Yeah.
But like when you perform, there's no real entertainment value to what you're doing. You're just playing top 40 hits, you know, that's all you're doing. And like I said, like it's you know, each their own. I'm just like, my thing is just like, if you want to be considered one of the best, you have to have more than just that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You gotta have the star name. You've gotta have, you know, that track selection of being a party DJ or whatever type of DJ, and you've gotta have the skill, because all that differentiates you from any other DJ out there. You know, what is the difference? I would say, what is the difference right now between a house DJ and a hip hop DJ? You know, because if a house DJ played hip hop, then he'd be a hip hop DJ.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
true.
Because that's where the level is at right now. You know?
But now tell me something about especially in hip hop. Now there's turntables, there's CDJs, and there's a laptop.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What is the real thing? Look, because somebody might be watching and saying, you know what, I play hip hop with my CDJs, I play hip hop with my records, I play hip hop with my laptop. Which one is real?
Well, obviously the original is the turntable.
Yeah,
you know,
turntable.
That's where it all started. You know what I mean? Hip hop was
So
founded
do you
by
give
DJs.
less respect to those who are playing with a laptop and not?
Well, okay, the laptop's a bit tricky, you know, because because like there's things like sync buttons and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's easy.
Yeah, a lot of DJs. Okay, I can't really say a lot, but I've seen a few use sync. But yeah, like I think. Yeah, laptop would be the one without be like, it's not real. It's not really real, CDJs, there's still a skill behind it, you know what I mean? I mean, it does obviously show you certain things like BPMs, it helps you out a bit. But it's there's still a skill that needs to be there, for you to be able to use CDJs. And then with turntables, that's the granddaddy, so that's the real, like, if you consider yourself a skillful hip-hop DJ, then that's where you need to be, you know what I mean? Because that just perfects your task. Because the thing is, if you can perfect DJing on a turntable, DJing on a CDJ and everything else is just easier, because you've already now half the work's being done for you.
True.
So now you have more space to do other things, be a bit more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you look at like, if you've seen, there's a competition right now that's called the Red Bull Freestyle, where they get like the most creative, not the most talented, but the most creative DJs in the world to battle. And if you watch that, man, and you look at how these guys do things, that's like a combination of everything. That's a combination of skill, track selection, creativity, originality. But then when you look at how they do it, they're using everything. They're using like, the cue points that you'll have on a laptop. They're using the turntables. If they use CDJs, then it's the same thing, and that's a skill, you know what I mean? So, and that all derives from being able to use a turntable.
Of course.
Because you look at someone do something and you're like, no, this guy's definitely played on turntables before.
So you started off with turntables?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, 98, man.
98.
Yeah, I've been at it since I was like 17
years.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
No, not 17 years, man. I think professionally I've been DJing for about maybe 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah. About 14 years. But I mean, I've been practicing the art for a while, like close to 20 probably. Yeah, close to 20 years.
Of course. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? I mean, what's your plan? I mean, you don't want to end up here, DJing at Cool Out or maybe in Cliff Central. You want to go somewhere, right?
Well, I mean,
not Cliff Central.
The plan is to just keep it going, just to keep building, basically. I mean, we have a vision of what we want to try and achieve, especially as Cool Out. I mean, for my individual aspects, like I think it's just to obviously start making my own music. I mean, I do make my own music with my band STTA. Check us out. So like I'm already doing that. We're getting ready to release our EP. And also start working on our album. Aside from that, like, funny thing is, like, I've got my set plan for what I want to do musically, but like the bigger goal for me right now is just like traveling,
Okay,
like, seeing more places, going around the world, being introduced to different cultures and stuff like that. Because I mean, you come back richer with, when you go around and you actually you see different things, you know what I mean?
You get to know things.
And it contributes to your, to the craft as well, and to what you want to do. So that's definitely what I would like to do, is travel more, but musically, release my own music with my band and stuff.
No, thank you very much for chilling with us. I know you have a busy schedule, man, nigga.
Sure, no, man. Thanks for having me,
Thank you very much,
Easy.
Otherwise, this is Rise Unlimited, and thank you very much for tuning in. We are out of here. We are at Cooling in the City. Thank you very much to Cool Out, and of course for holding us down. And of course, we'll see you next time. Otherwise, I'm gonna say, what's up?